Seems AK knows how to fly a helicopter, so let's just hope he can find some fuel. Hey guys, I'm your host Daniel, and tonight we have a special episode for you, because we have our special guest, SGC Barbarian. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So we have a few questions for you, and the first one is, what is the process of writing the show? Like, do you all get together and come up with the ideas, or do you just write it yourself?
Well, right now, I'm writing the show myself. It's pretty much just me and I guess all of the viewers. I get a lot of my ideas from the comment section. So when I see a comment with a good idea that I might want to include, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll write it down and possibly use it either in the next episode or sometimes even the next season. So it can be a long kind of tedious road, but it's a lot of fun to maybe, create the actual story.
So Nick, what is it like taking somebody off the show? Because they're not only having their character die, but they're no longer getting to be on the show. So what is it like?
Well, when we decide that someone's going to be taken off the show, whether they go away and go on a mission or they are, unfortunately dying, we usually like to try and make it as dramatic as possible. Leave a lot of the mystery, kind of give people something to think about in the next couple of episodes.
So Nick, without any spoilers, what do you think is in the future for Sky's character? Because he lost his best friend, so what do you think he's going to end up doing?
Sky's character is really going through a lot right now. I mean, losing his best friend Barney, not being able to get any sort of revenge, and just feeling guilty over the fact that he left Barney alone with Ross. So, I'm not really sure what we're going to have in store for Sky's character. I think whatever happens, he's going to be very, very motivated and driven to find Dr. Ross. That's without a doubt.
Alright, so those are some of Nick's answers for us. So now let's take a look at what everyone's saying in the comments. The first comment comes from Kyle Carney, who said, I bet there's going to be a twist like Ross joins forces with Red and stuff. R.I.P. Barney.
Well, that's a good one.
The second comment comes from Megan Grisham, who said, I am bawling.
Honestly, I cried when I first watched the machinima of Barney dying. It was just so sad and so emotional. I felt like we were losing one of the best characters we've had on this show.
The third comment comes from Screen Meadle, who said, another thing AK never said was how he killed and ate his friend.
That's another great question. I know a lot of people have been asking about that. I'm not sure when AK is going to tell us. It's going to be interesting to find out what he has to tell us about his past, because it's pretty obvious in the last episode there's something that we don't know about him. And what that is, I'm not too sure, but we're going to find out.
And the last comment comes from Julian Soto, who said, what happened to the dog?
Yodi is back at the cabin. We never actually went back and got him off of the boat. We just ran and tried to get Ghetto as quickly as possible to, the nearest supplies. I'd like to think that he's okay, but the truth is we just don't know right now. We haven't been back there, and, it's been a long time, so we'll have to wait and see.
Alright, so those were our comments for this episode. Lots of people are sad about Barney dying, and some are starting to bring up AK's past. Now before we move on, let us take a moment to remember those we lost tonight. Just kidding, nobody died this episode. Barney doesn't count. He died last episode. This was just his funeral. Alright, now let's go over to my predictions for this episode. So what I think is going to happen next is that they're going to find the gas for the helicopter, and AK will have fixed the parts that were broken when he gets back. They're going to fly somewhere, find the medical supplies, but the helicopter will break down, and it's going to leave them stranded, that they're in a place that they're unaware of, and then they might even run into Red. So those are my predictions for the next episode. But now, hope you were paying attention, because it's time to take our quiz. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Talking Crafting Dead. Make sure to leave a like, comment what you think will happen next. Big thanks to Nick for coming on the show, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.